Michigan is this is highlights from their Michigan government website, just so you know where we are. This is their Department of Education. And I bring this one up because this is where Pop and I are. You're going to see similar stuff in your states, wherever you happen to be. I know at least one guy's in Louisiana. Michigan library users will be harmed by order to abolish federal agency, the Department of Education. Order to abolish U.S. Education Department cuts in staff and funding are harmful to children. And there's a host of other similar titles that they have in here. The thing is, they say these things, and it's always the same stuff. Harmful to children, disruptive to education. And they make up all of this stuff. And it's just hyper generalizations meant to tug on your heartstrings. The only purpose of it is to get you emotionally vested in their point of view. It's standard propaganda. It's bullshit Bolshevik 101. Or should I say Bolshevik bullshit 101?
Drink.
Yeah, I need to make a course like that. That'd be a good course. I could I'll teach that. Anyway, so what the Department of Education says, what on earth? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I got an audio is out on StreamYard there for a second. What the Department of the data says about the U.S. Department of Education. Now, this is important. Almost from the moment it was created in 1979, the U.S. Department of Education faced calls for its elimination from conservatives. Conservatives are evil now, you know. They don't actually conserve anything.
We're Nazis. We've been Nazis forever.
I'm so done with that. I'm tired. Can I like at least march through the streets of Paris if we're going to get called Nazis?
Well, they don't seem to understand what a Nazi is.
I don't have any idea what they're talking about.
It's just a word they just parrot.
Yeah, it is. There are reasons for that we can't go into because we're on YouTube right now, but we'll carry that conversation on elsewhere.
And we're covering one right now.
Yeah. Almost from the moment it was created in 1979, Department of Education has faced calls for its elimination from conservatives who have argued that it gives the federal government too much sway over what should be a state and local matter. The 10th Amendment specifies this. The federal government has no business in education at all.
Huh.
As the main conduit for federal aid to public K-12 schools and a major lender to college students, money. What do you use money for? What could money be used for in the education industry? I mean, other than funding school programs.
Well, I know the Department of Education in Detroit had custom marble floors, custom marble statues.
Okay.
They had a fountain, an actual working soda bar.
Oh, wow.
And they got like 4 weeks of vacation to start and 6 weeks by the time they were done. Okay. They're always going out of state for meetings that were by
conferences,
the tax dollar. And let's see, I believe they did receive more funding than per student than any other school district in all of Michigan, and they still can't seem to educate their students, and they haven't done so properly since.
We're going to be getting into that. That is down in the weeds material.
Well, because
it's just the one district.
In 79, I was like in 5th or 6th grade.
Okay.
So I had, K through 6 without the Department of Education being in existence. And by the time I made it out of high school in 86, I was just starting to see the feminist apocalypse starting to come over the wall.
It started right around 1988, and by 1992, it was really taking effect.
Correct.
I remember it clearly. I remember going to pick up a friend's little brother from school, and we were standing there. You could actually still go into the schools at the time. They hadn't restricted all of that yet. And I overheard a conversation, somebody saying you couldn't say Merry Christmas because you could offend people. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I don't give a fuck about your feelings. I don't give a shit about your offense.
Yeah. Get the hell over yourself. I mean, that's just what it was. I mean, Berkeley Berkeley had a bunch of Jewish kids, and they would say Merry Christmas, and we'd say Happy Hanukkah back to them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, just, okay. Whatever. We all have our holidays. Big fucking deal. But don't tell anybody they can't say anything. That's fucking crazy. Anyway, let's get back into what we're doing here. Money, by the way, I forgot to mention this, can be used for the insidious purpose of controlling your education programs and unifying them under a single ideology, which is strangely what has happened.
Keyword, insidious.
Yeah, good word. Insidious is a good word. What does the Department of Education do? Most of the department's work involves distributing grants and loans to institutions and individuals. Oh, that's interesting. It provides grants to help local K-12 schools educate. Oh, so it's all about pumping money into schools in the different states and pushing out college loans. Now, on the package with all of these loans, I'm sure that none of it comes with special instructions of what you have to teach in order to get these. Oh, wait, I happen to know for a fact that it does.
Stand
because
by.
I'm part of a county effort right now to have federal money shut down because it's pushing this shit. Yes?
You said loans. A grant is not a loan. It is money they give you for pushing a certain service or ideology.
I'm sure those grants come with no
Oh no,
strictures.
they all come with so
requirements
many
that-
strings and hooks up your ass. It'll pull your anus out if you try to get, unfucked that
We're
whole
going to loan you a little bit of money, but in return, we have certain requirements.
That's exactly.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true Bolshevik. Time to drink.
Watch Grunt Speak live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to join Pop for Supporter Sundays, go to redonkulous.com/donate and make a monthly pledge. A link is in the Meat Gazer box.